Now we are moving to the next team, which is the last one, is 15 Lublin, and they have an idea of building a mobile application that will target the audience and make commutes for this group of people much more convenient and comfortable. They will tell us everything about it because they are already with us in the room. Welcome, floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay, do I share my screen or? Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh. Okay, shall we begin? All right. Thank you all for having us. My name is Windsor Awad, and my teammates are Henry Acosta and Katarzyna Sawinska, and we're from the team 15 Lublin, representing a mobile application that will hopefully solve bring the Lublin city to a 15-minute city that we all want to be. So from our research, we have realized that 40 to 45% of the inhabitants of Lublin are elderly and people with reduced mobility. 25% of the total inhabitants are students. Now, we found that the data is insufficient to determine the hub transportation localization, but with Lublin's open data, we can use that opportunity to hopefully mitigate that problem. Now, our business idea is basically incorporating this app with our data coming and going to hopefully turn the city of Lublin into a 15-minute city, which the goal is. So what is our goal? It's to hopefully improve information on accessibility for everyone, provide equity in public transportation, utilize users' input to provide optimal routes. So the way the app works is basically users will provide their input and the app will cater the best route to them, the best route possible. With collaboration with local authorities as well. This is one of our goals. And cell exchange data we collect to local authorities to hopefully improve the whole city. So how will we attract users? Well, with their unique user profiles, our app can cater routes for their needs and their specific case to case. With our simple and user-friendly UI, it's going to be suitable for members of all ages, from 5-year-olds to the elderly. And our multimodality platform will hopefully incorporate bikes, scooters, as well as all other public transportation methods.
And now, how does the user journey looks like after entering the app? So first, we see the screen that enables us to log in or register. We can also use the platform without logging in, but this way we cannot save our preferences regarding transportation modes that we can choose in the next step that you can see right here. And here we can specify whether we travel with kids or have any other needs based on reduced mobility. And that is the input that we use to create the route. And here you can see that we can plan the trip using different modes of transport that we have picked in the second step, like a bicycle, and then we can use a bus or a scooter. We see data as our biggest asset here because we can, when we launch the app, we will be collecting great volume of data every day, every minute. And that data reveals the mobility patterns that are very dynamic data in Lublin. And this is valuable information in terms of defining hotspots and possible shortages in the transportation system. So now, how do we incorporate the data to support Lublin? So first, what we need to do is to use the data that we collect in the app, in the 15 Lublin app, and transform it into information on public transportation patterns. Then we boost our system with additional open data that we can find online, like the one from Early that regards congestion, air congestion. And that is the best point for us to start the dialogue with local authorities. What do they think is their need in designing the sustainable urban network together with transportation hubs. And then finally, we'll use tools to perform open source tools to perform the analysis in specifying the location of transportation hubs. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, we are more than happy to answer.
Great, 15 Lublin, thanks a lot for your presentation. Now time for the jury to ask questions. Who's the first jumping in?
Hello, this is Alexander Sanchez from CARNET. Thank you very much for your presentation, very interesting idea of yours. And well, my question is about the app. So you showed some screenshots of the app on how it would it look like. But my question is, do you have any kind of prototype of the app, or at least a list of the functionalities it should implement in a way that you showed the initial, let's say, survey for seeking for a convenient way of transportation from one point to another?
Yeah, like the app is going to be developed. We don't have a prototype yet. We're like in the storyboard and mock-up stage. Nonetheless, we would use an open API developed by a transportation NGO that is from Hamburg, actually, that they focus on developing. They develop an open API for like cities to use when they don't have like their information on, or transportation information on Google Maps or other platforms that would charge the cities for that. So what we're planning on doing is like using this API, their support. We've already been like in contact with them, and and we would develop the app based on their API and like feeding it with with the information about the buses, the bus and trolley lines, with information about bike sharing, that it's open, you can see it online, and also with scooters. But we're still in the mock-up and like the first stage of building the idea. I don't know if Katarzyna or Munzer want to add on that.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so
I have a question.
Please, Evelina.
Yeah, did you analyze the space in Lublin where you will arrange the space to intermute, for example, from bus to the bike or scooter? Because in the app, I can see that you offer us the app, which it's lots of this kind of apps. So I understand that you also work on the plans of Lublin, and have that kind of idea, which are the best places to change the bus stops or park and rides.
Yeah, like for the first step, because that's what we found, maybe the information exists, but we don't have access to it. We will start working, and it's very easy, like it's ready to deploy the idea, because the information about like bus stops, bus lines, scooter and bike sharing stations, they're there, right? Like we already have that. But we need the information on how people are moving. So with this, it would be like a full process. Once the app is deployed and people are using it, we will have the hotspot information about where people are moving and how we would, depending on the on the density of people that take this stop as an origin or destination, we would like build, that would be like one of the nodes of the network of the transportation hub. That would be like one of the hubs. So and depending on the density, we would propose like a bus or trolley line, or we would propose, okay, maybe here there should be like it's a smaller hotspot, so we should have bike sharing for people to go to the bigger hotspot, right? Like to the more dense hotspot. So, but that would be part of what the app gives to us and to the city of Lublin at the end.
Okay, thank you.
Well, 15 Lublin, thanks a lot for your presentation and for the answers. Now time to say good luck. We will know who the winners are at 3 p.m.